Hello, my name is Mark Ryu, and I'm the SVP of Digital Strategy at CAMG, and with me I have
John Robinson. I am SVP of Digital Media at CAMG.
Today, we're about to dive deep into a viral Reddit post that racked up over 150 comments in 2 days. And we uncovered some shocking revelations about the unethical and shady tactics employed by certain SEO agencies. Get ready as we shine a light on these practices and help you navigate the digital marketing landscape with confidence. So, if you're curious to know how to protect yourself and your business, stay tuned because this is one you won't want to miss. Let's get into it. The Reddit post is from a lawyer's experience with an SEO company in the legal space who we will not name, but we will put the link below to the Reddit post in our description if you would like to read it yourself. The lawyer had hired this agency for a monthly fee of $5,000 to improve their website's SEO. However, during the first 5 months of the campaign, the agency failed to build any backlinks, produced only around 8 pieces of content of approximately 500 to 750 words each, did not provide any reporting despite requests, and never even set up important tracking tools like CallRail. The lawyer decided to cancel the campaign, but the agency convinced them to stay for 3 additional months at a 50% reduction to make things right. However, during these 3 months, the traffic to the lawyer's website dropped significantly, and the quality of the content and backlinks was subpar. When the lawyer finally decided to end the campaign, agency charged them a $2,500 offboarding fee. The lawyer in the Reddit post expressed their extreme dissatisfaction with the company's performance, referring to them as a scammy company. What are some of the shady things these SEO agencies do? Let's break it down. First thing we're going to talk about this article is lack of backlinks.
They said they were with this agency for about 6 months. They were paying $5,000 a month, and they didn't produce any backlinks or minimal backlinks in that time. I think we need to set expectations appropriately here. Backlinks, if done correctly, they do take time. The right way to build backlinks is to create really great content, really great assets on your website, and then do natural outreach, kind of like digital PR, and share those assets, share those links, share that content in the hope that others will find it valuable and put links on their website to link back. This is a very, very expensive and a very time-consuming and tedious exercise. Think of about 1 to 3% of the emails that would be sent out to try and secure a backlink would actually generate a link. So for every 100 emails that are being sent on your behalf, maybe you're getting 1 to 3 links. How much was actually produced during this time? How much outreach was done? Well, that we don't know, but it didn't really produce anything over a 6-month period. If someone is coming to you from an agency and saying that they're able to build backlinks for you quickly, major red flag, right, Mark?
Yep. Very big red flag. Also, if they're proposing that they're able to do backlinks to your site scale as well as doing the regular SEO task and writing content for $5,000 a month, it's usually another red flag. So be very wary during the sales process of what they're promising and what is included in the contract for the services they'll be providing.
Absolutely. There are ways that agencies can generate backlinks that can be very toxic, and at best, they have no impact on your website positively, and at worst, they could potentially expose you to some manual penalties for unnatural linking.
Yeah, many of these ways that they get away at link building easier or cutting corners would be PBN, so personal blog networks, things like link wheels, or doing paid guest posts where they're not actually doing organic outreach and they're breaking Google's guidelines for link building, but they're able to get links faster for quicker wins and at a cheaper cost, but in the long run will end up hurting your site or do nothing at all.
Yep, absolutely.
The next thing they talked about is inadequate content.
Right, so there's like 2 things here, both the quantity of the content as well as the quality of that content. They said, I believe they got 8 pages of content between 500 and 750 words a piece over a 6-month period. There's no way that you're gonna be successful in the current climate with SEO and Google by only producing 8 pieces of content over a 6-month period. The word count doesn't concern me that much because nowadays content can be short and be deemed very helpful by Google, but it seems like what was happening was just sort of a wash, rinse, repeat. We need to produce a piece or 2 of content. Here's 500 to 750 words and just checking the box, as opposed to really deep diving in and figuring out what's going to move the needle from a content perspective, writing some long pages, some short pages, also creating different types of content, video content like this, creating audio content, infographics, collecting some data, as well as just writing pages, which is the traditional content when we think of content.
One that I think is the most appalling is no reporting, even when asked for.
Over 6 months to not have reporting is a problem. To ask for it, not to get it, also a problem. The fact that this agency didn't have reports that they traditionally use for their clients that they could turn over and at least show some leading indicators. Here are some benchmarks on rankings. Here's some benchmarks on traffic. Those things at least are sort of table stakes. From a law firm partner's perspective though, those things really don't tell you the full story. You really need to know and track every single case that you're getting and where those cases are coming from. So this one, I agree with you, Mark. It's appalling for an agency not to have transparency on reporting. reporting, provide insights into what they're doing, and also to provide the impact of what's happening. Over a 6-month period, they had more than enough time to put together the reporting.
I agree. This one kind of goes together with the last one, but it was probably overall a systemic issue was failed to set up tools like CallRail.
Yep, you need to be able to track every inquiry. We say this all the time, a form, a call, or a chat. From a digital perspective, we're in a time and place here in 2024 where you have the ability to track every single one of those inquiries. From a call tracking perspective, as long as you're using a tool like a CallRail or an Invoca or a call tracking metrics, you can have dedicated phone numbers for certain media channels. You can have what's called a ring pool or a pool of phone numbers that are giving unique phone numbers to different users and tell you what pages those users are landing on, what the referrer was. So did it come from Google? Was it organic or was it paid? It's something that's really straightforward to set up. And again, no reason why this agency should not have been able to do that over a 6-month period.
And finally, first time I've ever heard of this one is charging a $2,500 offboarding fee.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that.
I don't know how you get someone to give you more money when they're firing you.
Absolutely. I mean, the only way that I can think of it is that they were holding assets hostage.
Yep.
What we tell people and firms when we onboard them is we're going to start working with you, and here are the different tools and systems that we recommend you set up. Put them in your name. So that means your server, your call tracking platform, your chat platform. Everything needs to be in your name, and you give us access, not the other way around. So if you ever want to pull the plug and not work with us anymore, or the agencies that you're working with, you are the one that is in control of that, and you're not at the mercy of an agency that is removing themselves and giving the access back to you. Very, very important. I would say that's something that you should probably check out. If you're a law firm watching this, see who actually owns all the services that you're using today. So if you wanted to leave, you can make that decision and you can leave.
Double check your contracts once again before signing them to make sure if this is included, that you discuss this with them before signing that contract. Now, these are not isolated incidents. Almost all of our clients here at CMG have shared their stories of frustration being burned by past SEO agencies. It's a recurring theme that we must address. So what can you do to protect your law firm from falling victim to these shady practices? So first thing, choose wisely. When selecting an SEO agency, do your due diligence. Look for agencies with a proven track record of ethical and effective SEO strategies within the legal industry. The legal industry is very specific and has a very deep learning curve. Having someone come in from SEO experience from other agencies is usually not a great success story, and it is not a recommendation for us for you to be the guinea pig for them to figure out and have their training wheels and learning curve with your website.
Absolutely. It's really important that you have an SEO agency that you work with that truly understands the legal industry. It is so nuanced, and you could burn so much money so quickly that you're just in a bad place because you decided to go with an agency that has no experience or minimal experience.
Not only I was thinking about the money perspective, but from the actual legal and ethical perspective, if they are not aligned with the bar practices for marketing, they can put your site and your bar license at risk for not following legal marketing ethic rules and guidelines. The next thing is during the evaluation process, dive deep into their processes for content development and link building.
Ask for full transparency. How are they creating content? Who is creating the content? Can you talk to the editors? What is their process for creating content ideation? What is it like to go through that whole process? How long does it take? From a development perspective, do they actually do their own web development? Do they have a team? Or are they offshoring this or outsourcing this to somebody else? How are they doing link building? We talked about this earlier. It has to be done through a very, very resource-intensive process that requires manual outreach to other websites. Are they doing that in-house, or as you said, Mark, are they just going out and buying guest posts, doing link insertions, and putting your website at risk?
Demand transparency. Insist on regular reporting and open communication.
Yeah, reporting is table stakes. It's a no-brainer. You have to know what is happening, what is the impact of what is happening, and what is going to happen in the future so that you can be fully aligned with your agency.
We see this all the time, especially with many of our past clients, where the agencies they came from, one, were either not giving them reporting, just sending over a monthly report showing traffic going up because they were getting bad results and they don't want to share those very openly with the client. They're just gonna show them that traffic's going up maybe from just some blog posts or some long tail keywords they're going after. That doesn't really move the needle, but on paper, the client gets a monthly report saying everything looks great. Or what happens is their SEO lead that's working on the account has 30, 40, even 50 clients that they're working on, and they just don't even have the time to send a report or even meet with that client on a monthly basis because they're stretched so thin. We see it all the time. time. These are some of the things you should look out for. You should have a very collaborative relationship with your SEO agency, and you should be meeting with them as frequently as every other week is our recommendation, even weekly, depending on what is going on. Agencies should be able to provide clear insights into the work they're doing and the results you're getting from that work. Traffic and rankings are important, but they should regularly be reporting on leads and signed cases from organic.
Yeah, that's what matters to your firm, right? You need to know how many cases you're getting and what channels those cases are coming from. If they're coming from SEO, how are they generated? What pages did they land on? Are they even coming from Google, or are you actually seeing traction from Yahoo and Bing? We actually see our clients starting to see a growth in cases from DuckDuckGo. So you really need to know exactly where every single case is coming from, especially as it comes to SEO, where you've just got an always-on machine that's generating traffic for your website.
This is one thing that we recommend that people probably have never heard before, but seek audit. Consider getting an audit from a reputable third-party SEO agency to assess how well your current agency is doing. So we've had this done to our clients' websites or to us before, where the client will go out and hire another agency to audit our work to see how we're doing.
I think that's part of the transparency. It's something that we welcome. SEO is not an objective discipline. It is very subjective. There's a ton of testing. There's a ton of data, a lot of things that you could do. There's also a lot of things that you may do that may have no impact at all. Take some of these audits with a grain of salt. Understand that many times other agencies being brought in to audit, it is their job really to find things that are wrong. Those things don't necessarily mean that there is a significant issue. It's just they were asked to come in and do an audit. However, it's something, as you said, Mark, that we welcome because it is a subjective discipline. You can find opportunities that maybe you just weren't thinking of and bring things in another direction, leverage new tools, find new content strategies. Absolutely. The world of SEO is a place where you can do so many different things. And I think bringing in another agency to come in and take a look at what's going on to see if there are opportunities to generate more quality traffic, to generate more cases, that's a great thing.
In the end, the goal of SEO is to enhance your online presence, attract more clients, and ultimately grow your law firm. By staying informed and partnering with the right agency, you can achieve these goals without falling prey to shady practices. And there you have it, folks. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole world of digital marketing waiting to be explored. We want to take you on this journey. If you found this video eye-opening and informative, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share your comments below, and tell us what topics you'd like us to tackle next. And all together, we'll keep demystifying the legal marketing landscape. Hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so that you never miss out on our future investigations and insights into legal digital marketing. Until next time, people, thank you very much.